It's Friday, and that means it is time to find out what to stream this weekend. We have a series that's bringing a comic book to the silver screen. We have the story of a superhero that's making TV history, and we have the final season of a USA Network thriller. Here to give us a preview is Krutika Mallikarjuna. She is the senior editor at TV Guide. Now, I have to say, Krutika, Vlad is off today, as you can see, and I feel like today's list is kind of tailor-made for Vlad.
Oh, I'm
Two
so sorry.
superhero things, and then like Mr. Robot. But we'll get to that in a bit.
There was no true crime this week. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you.
Boo.
I know.
All right, there's always time for crime. Anyways, I digress. So this actually first one looks very, very interesting and very cute. First up, we have Raising Dion, which tells the story of a mom raising a son with supernatural powers. Let's take a look.
You're such a special kid. You're charming, smart, very handsome.
Mom! Pat said you were asking about your dad.
My mom won't tell me what happened. Just says it was a storm. Mister! I've got your doll! Dad!
There you have it. So I saw like one gratuitous Michael B. Jordan shot. I mean, tell me he's in it more than just that one photo.
He is in it more than that one photo.
Okay.
It is a small role. He's, you know,
but a big role behind the scenes.
Yes, yeah. He is producing the show, and, you know, he's had a couple other projects come up, but this was the first project he picked up with his production company, so it's really his baby in a lot of ways, and you can tell how much he wants it to succeed, because it's such an unusual superhero show, because not only is it sort of centered on a non-superpowered person. It's really like Nicole Reese's story, played by Alicia Wainwright in this trailer. And, you know, she's a single, young black mom trying to, like, raise this kid, and everything in their life is already out of control, and you're throwing superpowers on top of that.
Right.
So it's got this unique perspective and vantage point. It's, like, perfect entry point for superheroes, for, like, families to sit and watch together.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it really, really tackles toxic masculinity in an amazing way. It, like, is so naturally integrated into the storyline, and all of a sudden you're like a couple episodes in and you're like, wow, okay, this is a conversation I didn't know how to have with my son, my daughter, my niece, my nephew, my younger cousin, however, or whoever, and the show is giving you sort of a blueprint to have those difficult conversations with your kids.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, from the masculine to the feminine. We give you the yin, we give you the yang. Next up is Batwoman on CW. Here is a preview.
Wayne Security. You owe my boss a new door.
Your boss is my cousin.
You don't want to go near that. You were seriously not supposed to know what's down there.
So I have this thing with rolls. I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
Do you recognize Catwoman in this iteration? So this is actually like, kind of like, this is special, right?
It is, it is. It's technically part of the Arrowverse, so like Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, that whole CW DC verse that they have going on. And with Arrow going off the air in its 8th and final season this year, you know, the DC verse needs like the dark, gritty brooding, and nobody does brooding better than the Bat family.
Right, it's so true.
So they're bringing Batwoman into her own series. We're seeing Gotham for the first time in this universe. And it's great because the Batwoman we're seeing on screen is Katie Keene, who is one of DC's biggest LGBTQ heroes, superheroes. So we're seeing like a lot of beautiful lesbian romances on this show.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Like if you're a superhero person, all the action like matches up to what you'd expect from Arrowverse shows.
Cool.
And
I see she's got a little attitude there.
Yeah,
like, that's what you want.
Ruby Rose, you can't beat that.
Yeah, definitely. And last but not least, and this is another reason why I'm like, this is so for Vlad, Mr. Robot, final season.
Yes.
Because I tried to get into Mr. Robot. I have a short attention span. If something else is glittery, I kind of look away. But I really like the premise.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it's like wrapping up before I could get myself into it. But let's play a little bit of this last season.
We need to get back to work.
You go down this path, it'll never end. There'll always be something else. Another symbol to destroy, more people to save. This is an endless war. What you're about to do is crossing a line.
It's a little late for that, don't you think?
Okay, so I don't know how much of this final season you've seen, but will this be satisfying for fans?
I really, really do think it will be, because Sam Esmail, the way he sort of built this last season, he was always like, you know, I know the ending of the story. I know it's maybe going to be 4 or 5 seasons. I don't know how exactly we're going to get there. So what he did after the season 3 finale, you know, where Elliot reverses the 5'9" hack and sort of, you know, reconciles with his like Mr. Robot psyche. Sam was like, okay, we're at a point in the emotional journey where like, do we really have 2 more seasons? Let's write the last 2 episodes of the series, figure out how much story we have in between the season 3 finale, the ending, and then do the exact amount of episodes we need to get there.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah, so
right?
we get 13, 3 more than a normal season, but not long enough where there's like fat to be trimmed.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. You said it's binge worthy, so I still have time to catch up.
Yeah.
It could be a long, cold winter. Who knows? I'll get around to it. Krutika, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.